Hi, I'm Peter DeYoung. I'm CEO of Piramal Global Pharma. I'm happy to share with you what we're up to here at CPHI in Frankfurt and look forward to sharing what we're up to at Piramal Pharma Solutions. At Piramal Pharma Solutions, we have many offerings that other CDMOs would have. We're follow the molecule. We can serve you from discovery to clinical development to commercial launch to off-patent commercial. We offer a wide range of drug substance and drug product offerings, but I think what brings us apart would be two things I want to mention. The first one is that we can offer a great combination of East and West together. So 9 of our top 20 customers work in one of our Indian sites and one of our Western sites, and 15 of our top 20 customers work in at least 2 sites. So we bring a great combination of services together for our clients, allowing them to get the best of their geographic choices. The second thing I want to mention is that we really are focused on customer delight. We use a concept called Net Promoter Score to look at how customers see us. We even have a third-party company validate this. Our Net Promoter Score can run from negative 100 to a positive 100, and we're pleased to say that this year our Net Promoter Score has gone up 15 points to about 68. And just as a reference, another consulting firm did a survey, and the average CDMO has a negative Net Promoter Score. So we're focusing on delighting our customers with our global network of integrated services. So our clients are working in the bioconjugation space or the ADC space, and they're looking at how can they get from idea to inflection point as quickly as possible. And they realize that, and it's really important to have control over your supply chain and have single party accountability. So we looked at it and we looked at all the offerings we need. You need to have a linker payload, you need to have MAB, you need to have conjugation, you need to have fill finish. So we have best-in-class capabilities across our network. People have been doing these things for decades in each of these capabilities, and we've stitched it together with integrated program management and integrated quality management to allow us to take these best-in-breed capabilities, best-in-class capabilities, and allow us to deliver those services for our clients to get from idea to inflection point, which we can do in about 12, 13 months for our clients when we really have full control of the supply chain. Now, if a client wants to do individual pieces, we can do that also, but we think we can give the most value if we give the full package for them. So tariffs are adding some uncertainty to people's decisions about where to place work. The way we approach it is that we are geographically agnostic, in that what we say is to our clients, would you like to do work onshore in the US? We have multiple facilities that have recently been expanded or are undergoing expansion that can provide needs for those, solutions for those needs. So for example, we have in Riverview, Michigan, we have a high potent API facility that has capacity available now. We also have a facility for drug products, solid oral dose, liquid cream ointment in Sellersville, Pennsylvania, with capacity available now. And then we have a facility that's actually nearly full at the moment, but looking for an expansion that's currently going under a $90 million expansion to double our capacity for both filling and lyo. And so that's allowing us to provide any solution clients want in the US onshore. But the reality is also there's a China de-risking strategy going out for some of our clients who are looking for alternatives to supplement or complement their China supply chain. And for that, we have India offerings and also UK offerings. And so overall, we have choices available for clients to allow them to mix and match whatever geographic cost proximity priorities they have, so we don't have to actually make choices for clients. We can help do it together. So our mission is doing well and doing good as a group, which means that we should do well in our business, succeed in our business, but also we should be doing good as a company towards our stakeholders. So that starts with, if you think about it for our patients, patient centricity, but also our planet. And so if you think about sustainability, there's many components to that. We've been doing this in many forms, and these labels change over the years into different forms, and I guess the current word is sustainability. Sustainability has many components, but I'd focus maybe on carbon as one of the main areas. And so we've committed as a group to net zero as a goal and science-based targets as a specific objective. And towards that, we have to reduce our scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions. And we've made that commitment. We have third-party validation towards our progress. And we're pleased to say that despite growing substantially as a company over the last few years, our actual carbon have gone down on scope 1, 2 by 11% from our baseline. So despite doing more work and growing substantially, our carbon's reducing, and that's a lagging indicator of what we've done. So we have more plans in place to help us achieve those goals in the future. So I'd like to lay it out in two elements. The first is that we, as an organization, safety first. We want all of our employees to go home safe every day. So we have a zero harm goal, and so EHS, environment and safety for our workers, is fundamental license to operate. The second one is on quality. The bar we use is, imagine you are taking the drug we make, or a relative of yours were taking it. So we want to have impeccable quality for everything we do. We call those license to operate. Then we look at core delivery. If we think about it, we're making promises to customers. And I mentioned earlier about our Net Promoter Score as a goal. Our goal is to delight customers, not satisfy customers. And so we actually want to really think about how we can have customers through all of our on-time delivery, right first time, and low quality incidents be delighted because of the outcomes and how we work with them. And then we'd love to have our clients award us with new work and help us grow. All those will result in us achieving our goal of growing our top line and improving our profitability. We just recently had an investor day where we laid out our long-term goals, and so we used the 3-2-1 concept to lay out that quantitatively, which is we would like to triple our EBITDA, double our revenue, and improve our debt equity ratio to 1x EBITDA. So that's overall our financial goals, and we've laid out our 5-year strategy to be a $2 billion company by 2030. We're in business to help our customers who are patients. It's back to doing well and doing good. Patient centricity is one of our cultural priorities as an organization. And to try and make it real for our people, we really try and connect our employees, regardless of function and location, to the patient. And so we have patient awareness councils at each of our sites where actually they're volunteers who do additional to their day job. They actually are part of the group that activates our site personnel to understand what a patient does. And they organize events and activities and actions at our sites to try and make sure that we can understand how what they do affects patients and how they could do things better in a way that can make the right decisions so that patients end up happy and satisfied. And so an example we just had is a recent town hall and Patient Safety Week that just recently happened not so long ago. We had a global town hall. We actually did it from our Grangemouth site, and we had speakers from our clients describing what we do for them helps their patients, which we then simulcast across all of our network so people could hear live patient stories from our current clients describing how what they do, regardless of whether they're in janitorial or whether they're in process development or quality or finance, how their role helps actual patients with live stories. So that's how we try and connect the dots between actions and emotions. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to look at our website, www.piramal.com, and we love to see how we can work with you. Thank you.